All right, everyone, welcome back for another deep dive.
Yeah, excited to be here.
Really fascinating stuff to dig into today. Have you ever thought about
Yeah.
the idea that, like, you're an actor in your own life?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That your identity is kind of like a role that you're playing?
Yeah, like we're all just kind of putting on a character.
Like, we're all just choosing this character that we present to the world.
Yeah, and we kind of forget sometimes.
We forget that we are the ones choosing it.
That's right.
Yeah, and so maybe we're choosing, like, a character that's wearing the wrong shoes for where we want to go.
Oh, I like that metaphor.
And that we can change those shoes anytime we want.
And I think that actually ties in really well with something I was thinking about today, which is that there's this anecdote about a famous actor who always said that getting the shoes right was the most important part of embodying a character. Right? Like, if you don't have the right shoes on, you can't walk right.
You can't stand right.
You can't really become that person.
You can't breathe right.
Right.
You know, it's like...
It changes your whole posture.
It does. It changes your whole way of being.
Yeah, and it's not just about the external look, right?
Right.
It's about how those shoes make you feel inside.
That's right.
And how they make you behave.
It changes everything.
Yeah. So
it changes how you interact with the world.
Yeah.
And how the world interacts with you.
Those shoes become a metaphor for the limitations we place on ourselves. Think about it. Someone stumbles through one public speaking event. They label themselves as terrible at speaking and avoid any future opportunities.
Yeah.
They're letting that one pair of bad shoes define them.
They are. They're like, oh, well, I tried those shoes once. They didn't work out, so I'm never going to try any other shoes.
All right. And it's like, what if it was the wrong venue? What if it was the...
Yeah. Maybe they were the wrong shoes for that specific venue. Right. What if it was the wrong speech? What if it was the wrong audience?
What if they were just having a bad day?
Exactly. Doesn't mean you're terrible at public speaking.
Exactly.
It doesn't mean
that you are fundamentally a bad public speaker.
That one thing didn't go well.
Yes.
Yeah, and we do this all the time.
We do this all the time.
Like, we get stuck in these self-made boxes based on very, very limited experience.
Or what other people have told us.
Yes.
You know, or like one bad experience. And we just let that define us.
Yeah, it's like we've convinced ourselves we can only wear one kind of shoe.
Right.
Even if it's like pinching and hurting us.
Yeah.
And tripping us up constantly.
Even if it's like 3 sizes too small.
Yeah.
But we're like, no, these are my shoes. I'm sticking with them.
These are my shoes.
These are the only shoes I can wear. This is who I am.
This is who I am.
A person who wears shoes that don't fit.
And it's like, no.
Yeah.
You can change your shoes.
You can change your shoes.
So every day is like a new audition, right?
Oh, I love that.
We can choose to step into a different role.
Yeah.
Try on a new pair of shoes.
Try on a new pair of metaphorical shoes.
Yeah, that fit better.
That fit better.
And that help us move forward.
Yes, and I think that's where the power of visualization comes in.
Okay.
Because if you can see yourself wearing those new shoes, if you can see yourself walking confidently in those new shoes, feeling good in those new shoes, then you're more likely to actually go out and try them on.
You're more likely to actually make that change.
And you are.
Yeah.
And I think a great example of that is athletes.
Okay.
You know, athletes, they don't just physically train, they also visualize themselves winning.
Right.
They see themselves succeeding. They feel that victory.
Yeah.
And that mental rehearsal strengthens their belief in themselves.
So it's about shifting our mindset first.
Yes.
It's like if you can see yourself achieving a goal, even if it seems out of reach right now, that belief can start shaping your actions.
It can.
And leading you towards it.
That's right.
Yeah.
You start to behave in ways that are consistent with that belief.
So it's not just like positive thinking.
No.
It's like...
It's not just about like, oh, I'm just going to think positive thoughts and everything will be great.
Yeah.
It's about actually seeing yourself as that person who has achieved that goal and then letting that vision guide your actions.
Because then you start acting in accordance with that vision.
You do.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think a good analogy for this is the elephant and the plastic chair. Have you ever heard of that?
I have.
Okay, so
classic.
It is a classic.
Yeah.
So basically the idea is that when an elephant is a baby, they tie it to like a really strong chain.
Yeah.
And like a metal stake in the ground or something.
So it was sturdy.
Something very sturdy.
Yeah.
And the baby elephant tries to break free, but it can't.
Yeah.
So it learns that it can't break free.
It learns that it's limited.
Yes. And then when the elephant grows up, they can tie it to like a flimsy plastic chair.
Right.
And it won't even try to break free.
Because it's learned.
Because it believes that it can't.
That it's limited.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's so powerful because it's like, we do that to ourselves.
You do, all this out.
We place these limitations on ourselves.
Based on past experiences that are no longer relevant.
That may not even be true anymore.
Or that might not even have been true in the first place.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, it might have just been our perception of the situation. But we carry that belief with us.
And it limits us.
And it limits us.
Yeah.
So how do we break free from that?
Right. That's the question.
That's the million-dollar question.
Because it's one thing to realize that you might be wearing the wrong shoes. Right.
It's another to actually like
toss them out.
Toss them out.
And find new ones.
Yeah. How do we actually do that?
I think it starts by questioning the evidence behind those beliefs. Like, were those bad shoes really that bad? Or was it just a single misstep?
Or was it just the wrong situation?
Yeah. Or were the shoes fine?
Yeah.
But the path was wrong. Or the timing wasn't right.
Yeah.
You know, there could be so many other factors that went into why those shoes didn't work.
Yeah. And we just assume it was the shoes.
We just assume it was the shoes. And we're like, oh, I'm never wearing shoes again.
I'm never wearing shoes again.
I'm going to walk around barefoot forever.
Barefoot forever.
Because clearly shoes are the problem.
Shoes are the problem.
But what if it wasn't the shoes at all?
What if it was everything but the shoes?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So once you start questioning those assumptions, you can start to see that there might be a whole closet full of potential shoes. Different talents and skills and possibilities you haven't even tried on yet.
That we haven't even considered.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's exciting.
It is exciting.
It's scary.
It is.
But it's exciting.
It's also liberating.
Yes.
Because it means that we're not limited.
We're not stuck.
We're not stuck.
With those old beliefs.
Right.
Yeah.
We can choose to believe something different.
We can choose to try on new shoes.
And step into a new reality.
Yeah. So the takeaway here is that our beliefs truly shape our reality.
Our beliefs shape our reality.
And we have the power to choose which shoes we wear.
Yes.
Which ultimately influences the path we take in life.
Which ultimately determines the direction of our lives and the kind of life that we create for ourselves.
Yeah. So as we all continue on our journeys, I'll leave you with this.
Yeah.
What role are you currently playing?
What role are you playing right now?
And what would it feel like to step into a role that truly aligns with your potential?
That aligns with who you truly are.
With the person you most want to become.
With the person you were meant to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might be time to explore.
It's time.
That metaphorical shoe closet.
You can go shoe shopping.
And see what other amazing possibilities are waiting.
Another amazing adventure.
Should be discovered.
Are waiting for you out there in the world.
Thanks for joining us for another deep dive.
Until next time.
We'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.